All right. So I guess this is like kind of like a podcasting that we're doing now. So basically, it's a different video than what we usually do. By the way, my name's Nightmare. Here with Corrupt Accounts, and guess we're gonna talk about what if the Stanley Cup playoffs would have started with the exact standings as it is when the season paused. Let's just say they go straight into the playoffs. This would be the this would be the bracket. These would be the teams in it. And I guess I think first we're gonna talk about who we think would advance and go to the finals, win the finals, like in real life, and then after that we'll simulate it. We'll simulate it, see what NHL 20 thinks. So anything you want to add?
Basically, we're doing this video also. Yeah, just like you said, the NHL's paused, just like every other sport is, and we don't know when it's gonna come back. We don't know what's gonna happen, or the. And since we're hockey fans, it's like it gets pretty boring. I mean, yeah, there's videos out there of recaps of playoffs
Yeah,
and
they're doing rewinds and everything, like showing
yeah,
like
like
actual like games. Like here in Illinois, they're showing the Blackhawks 2010 reruns of the playoffs. So
yeah. So you know, it was like an idea I came up with. I'm like, we had this idea long ago,
like a
and
year ago, yeah.
yeah, like a year ago, and it's like, you know what? Let's just do it now that the the season is paused. Let's just if the playoffs will start right now with the standings of how it is, just that have NHL simulate it and just give our take on what we think will really happen
Or
when the
what
playoff starts,
what would have happened?
or what would have happened.
Yeah,
Because right now we would be what in like week 2, week 3 of the playoffs,
yeah. Like
basically.
right now would be like this series would be like, I guess there would be teams like either advanced already or going to like game 6, game 7s.
Yeah,
So
so let's begin. So, uh, up first, we'll start with the East because
the East, all right.
we're West fans. We go for
Yeah,
the West,
yeah. We go
so
for
we'll go with
Chicago. So
East. So let's go East. East side, we got Capitals and Hurricanes.
hmm
Realistically, I say the Capitals would take this one.
even after what happened last year, because Hurricanes they won Game 7 against the Capitals last year. So do you think that was a fluke by the Hurricanes, or do you think Capitals just like would know how to like Capitals would know how they play now in the playoffs, and they actually know how to defend them?
Capitals would know how to keep up with them. I think no, Hurricanes did have a really good playoff last season against Capitals, and it was. I mean, they went to Game 7 to into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So one goal was, it was just one goal, and of course Hurricanes just took it. But I mean, I think this year, I think the Capitals would want the revenge, and they don't want to
Mm.
be the team to. They don't want to be the team to get knocked off first against a team who knocked them off in the second or third round.
That was first round.
Oh, in the first round, yeah, they don't
Yeah.
want to get first rounded again. So I say Capitals would take this one,
Yeah.
and
I.
then
So
and then
what game? What game though? What do you think? How many games do you think it would take for them to knock off the Hurricanes?
6. They'll
6.
take them out in 6.
All right. So I was thinking the same thing. Probably Capitals in 6 or Capitals in 7. Because you can't deny how good the Hurricanes have been recently. Like these past 3 years, they've been showing a lot of improvement from like because the Hurricanes, like I guess like mid like after 2006, like mid 2010s, mid 2010s, they were like the joke of the NHL basically.
Right.
So and then somehow 20 2018 2017 they started like they missed the playoffs by like a point. 2018 they finally make it. They go to the second round and get swept. But I mean, oh no, 2018 they didn't make the playoffs either. No, 2018 they no 2017 they're like coming up, but they weren't as good. 2018 they missed the playoffs by a point, and then 2019 they beat the Capitals in Game 7. So yeah, I think Hurricanes would take the Capitals to a Game 7 again, but I think the Capitals would win Game 7.
All right. Pittsburgh and Philly.
Yeah, with Philly having home ice. That's also the thing though. Teams on the left have home ice. The teams on the right have, or well, yeah, teams on the left have home ice advantage.
Um, I say the Penguins just because the Penguins have so much experience in the playoffs that they're just like in the regular season they it looks like they're probably gonna be the worst team, probably a team that's not gonna make it, and then towards playoff times they somehow get a groove going, and then to the point where they make the playoffs. They make the playoffs. It's like everyone in that team just clicks, and they go far, and the Penguins are that good of a playoff team that you can't the way there's I mean you up like for here Philly would have to have perfect defense to stop them because I mean I don't know it's just that Penguins are that good in the playoffs. They're that good. I say Penguins would take this in 5. They
5.
won't. Yeah, they won't. Philly won't. I mean, of course, NHL is completely different,
Hmm.
or the NHL 20 is completely different. It'll be like try to even it out, or or just it does go by the stats. But in reality, I give this one a Penguins five
I
wins.
I would actually disagree with you right there because I think last year the Islanders exposed of how to beat the Penguins in the playoffs because they swept the Penguins last year with I think with they had yeah they had a team that was like I guess a bit better than the Flyers, but also this year the Flyers were like they're amazing. Like I haven't seen the Flyers play this well since the 2010 playoffs, and this like seeing them play this year was like what was literally watching. It was like almost exactly watching the 2010 playoff run. So
I I
I
completely forgot that the Penguins got swept. Now that you
yeah,
tell me, it's like yeah, they got swept. I think
but then the Flyers were really good this year, and I think Carter Hart with his he's a really good young goaltender that for the Flyers. So and I think Carter Hart with this he would have like adrenaline. He would have his adrenaline pumping and everything. So I think he would carry the Flyers to the second round, and I think the Flyers would beat the Penguins, but I say Flyers would probably win Game 6.
all right. Now the Bruins and the Blue Jackets. I I would just say Bruins 4.
I was gonna say the
Sweep
same thing. Yeah,
sweep Columbus. Columbus they're a play they make the playoffs, but they don't perform in the playoffs.
except last year when they
Except
swept
last year.
when they
Yeah,
swept
see,
Tampa.
but see that's like a
But then again, that they had a different team back. They had Panarin and Bobrovsky. Like now that Panarin's gone, they have
Bobrovsky's gone.
yeah they have Korpisalo as their goaltender, and I don't know if Korpisalo could. I don't think Korpisalo would be able to handle playoff, especially the Bruins playoff hockey, because Bruins are a
Yeah,
totally different team in the playoffs than they are
yeah,
in the regular. Well, actually, this season the Bruins played amazing, so I think they'll carry that over into the playoffs.
yeah. So
And then plus,
no
uh
no debate, just Bruins
yeah,
4.
and then also that top line for the Bruins is just disgusting.
Yeah, sorry Columbus.
Yeah. All
You
right.
make the playoffs, but you don't perform, which is sad.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see them actually make the third round, like at least once, because last year was the first time in franchise history they go to the second round,
Right.
and I was like, I was rooting for them after that. I was like, come on, Columbus, you can make the finals, and then nope, they get stopped by I think the Bruins knocked them off. I think it was the
Yeah.
Bruins that swept them, so I
Yeah.
guess Bruins sweep them again this time in the first round. All right, so we move on to the next one,
And then,
Tampa and Toronto.
mm, I mean, Tampa has a good line. Like
Yeah,
their line,
Tampa
their
has been
lines are
dominant.
really good. Yeah.
They've been dominant since like 2015, but 2015 was like the only time they made the finals though. Since
Right.
their since you know since they I guess since they won in 2004, that was like the last. I'm pretty sure that was the last time they made the finals, and then 2015 when they lost to the Hawks. But other than
Yeah.
that, with the dominant team like that, they still can't seem to get it done in the playoffs.
And then Toronto just they can't find a way to get to the cup.
They can't
They
find a way
just
to get
can't.
out. They can't find a way to go to the second round. and
That's true
and they,
too.
and all those times it's been the Bruins just stopping them. But
Right.
but what I say is that probably this time Toronto makes it to the second round. I say Toronto beats Tampa in seven.
Yeah, Toronto on top of Tampa in 7 too. Cause I don't know Tampa. They have the players with experience.
And Vasilevsky is an
Sometimes
amazing goalie too.
it's just sometimes they lose that groove. Just
Yeah,
like last year, they were top of the leaderboard, top team. Everyone's like
yeah,
they
President's
won the
Trophy winners.
the
Yeah,
President's Trophy, where it's just to get swept in the first round
by Columbus.
by Columbus, and it's like it's some I don't know. It's crazy how you're
You
one
could
of
be
the
like,
best teams, and then you cannot perform. You're like the Blues in the playoffs, basically. It's like the Blues, they they get a groove and then they just lose it, and then Tampa's Tampa is almost the same way. They're top team in the regular season, then playoff comes, and it's like it from them. It comes down to more of an original like individual skill, and
yeah.
then I think Toronto now with having a Tavares is like they can. I mean, he's shown that they can perform,
I
and then
mean, but
Matthews is just still insane.
but then again, they had Tavares last year when they
That's
played the
true.
Bruins, and Bruins still came out on
I
top.
didn't they get him last year?
What do you mean?
When did they get Tavares?
Um, well, 2 years ago, 2018. So I think it
Yeah,
was
so I think
2018 after he left.
I think they're still trying to build that chemistry with him, like trying to find a like chemistry with him, trying to you know get him more involved, even though he is a captain. It's like I think it just when you go to a new team, it takes time for you to just to build around that team, and then but I feel this time Toronto can do it. They can,
Yeah, they and plus they're trying to prove everyone wrong. Cause like,
yeah,
cause everyone's always mocking them, saying that they can't that they basically have like a super team. Like, I guess people can kind of compare them to Tampa. I don't really compare them to Tampa in the regular season, but
yeah,
since they have a really good forward squad, the thing their downfall is the defense and goaltending. I don't think Frederick
true,
Anderson is that much of a. You can't rely too much on Frederick Anderson, and then their defense is just. I don't know. That's their downfall. Their defense, but their offense like, the reason why they win games is because their offense is like, they can score. Their
they can
offense can
score,
score,
right?
and they somehow manage to. That's basically it. They score more than their opponents, which
Yeah,
I. But yeah, I say Toronto 7.
yeah, Toronto 7 because Toronto they'll have the shooting power, but Tampa has that goalie
Yeah, Toronto. Yeah,
he'll stand on his head and carry them, but I think your goalie does that for so long that it gets tiring for him,
Yeah.
where he can no longer keep up with the pace.
Mhm.
So Toronto in 7.
Yeah. So yeah. So I guess we move to the West
Time for the West Side.
at
Vegas,
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Hmm. This one's actually a tough one.
Yeah, cause
Kinda, but then again, I would say Vegas in 6.
you got Vegas 6.
Yeah.
I got Winnipeg 7.
I don't. That's a thing though, cause I don't think Winnipeg would be able to do it.
I think, well, cause the last time when they played each other wasn't in the second round.
No, it was conference finals.
Conference fight.
Yeah,
Well,
and
see, that's the thing,
Vegas won Game 5. That Vegas won in 5.
and didn't wasn't it Winnipeg and who did they play? Wasn't it Nashville? No.
What, first round, or what are you talking about? Yeah, the West semifinals.
Yeah,
Yeah, they played Nashville.
yeah, to play against Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't and they Winnipeg and Nashville went to Game 7, didn't they?
I believe they did. Yeah.
Yeah, so Winnipeg was tired. Yeah, Winnipeg was tired while Vegas
Resting, basically.
was rested. So yeah, so of course they were gonna get him off that fast because right after Winnipeg ended, what they had a 1 day rest just to go back into because of.
No, they had like 3-4 days.
I mean, it's still you're coming off of Game 7. It's like now you're trying to build that momentum while Vegas is like
Yeah, because
they've had all this time to watch them play, and like just have VODs on them to see how they play. So they Vegas was more prepared for Winnipeg than Winnipeg was for Vegas, and then Vegas was just going on a deadly run that 1 year.
hmm,
But yeah, so since they're both coming off fresh, very first, very first
series. Oh,
playoff, yeah,
yeah.
very first series, you know, Vegas is a, I mean, Vegas is a really good team. They got goal scorers too, and then with Fleury on the net, it's crazy. But then again, your team can only do so much. But I feel like being the first series, I think Winnipeg can take it over Vegas.
That's why I disagree, because I don't think Winnipeg would be able to handle the speed of Vegas. Because yeah, Winnipeg has like big physical players, but if you look at them closely, they kind of skate like they're they're not that fast. While Vegas, they have the speed, they have the goal scorers. Their defense is pretty decent, and then you have Fleury in the back, and then if Fleury's not playing well, they can always put Robin Leonard in, who did amazing for the Islanders last year in the playoffs.
Right.
So I say Vegas in 6.
Right.
Now next we have the Battle of Alberta, Edmonton and Calgary. What do you say about this one? This one's pretty hard for me.
This was really hard, but
I would say
no.
Edmonton 7.
Yeah,
Connor
Edmonton 7
McDavid.
also.
That Connor McDavid and
That's
Leon McDavid and Draisaitl have just been, when those two are
Yeah.
together on the ice, they're unstoppable.
Like, I mean, Calgary has you know, Johnny Hockey and Kachuk is like one of those like gritty guys where he can show his toughness and that's what you need in the playoffs. But
But then again, Edmonton has Cassian to like Edmonton has Cassian to how do you say it? Shit, I forgot the word. They cancel each other out basically. So
right,
so Calgary has Kachuk, Edmonton has Cassian,
yeah,
and I think, is it the Oilers that have Lucic, or no? It's Calgary that has Lucic, but Lucic is just there to fight. He's not there to, or he's
yeah,
just there to protect. He's not there to score or anything. Well, Kachuk is there to actually be be under the skin of Edmonton players and actually trying to
Right,
score.
right. But yeah, Oilers. I feel Oilers would just take it. They'll go to Game 7, but Oilers would have that. Will have the upper hand.
Especially since Game 7 is being played in where and the Oilers would have home ice,
Right.
and I think that's just gonna give the Oilers the push that they need. The fans being loud and everything would be is just gonna give them that push in Game 7.
Oh, that is true. Home ice can mean a lot
Yeah,
sometimes.
it makes a difference.
Especially in a Game 7, where you don't want to be that team that stay home
Except
while you
for
could have.
except for Anaheim in 2015 where they like
True.
where the Hawks just. But then again, there's a shit ton of Hawks fans there
Right.
in the what is it, the Honda Center.
Yeah.
All right, so we both say Edmonton. So now we go down to St. Louis and Nashville. I'm just gonna say it, St. Louis, Game 6.
Yeah. Same. St. Louis. Game 5.
5.
Yeah. Nashville is losing their touch. On.
Yeah,
They're losing their touch. Like they had that. They had a few good runs, but I think they're starting to lose it. They're starting to turn into a team where rebuilding might come sooner than later.
yeah,
It's starting to show too. It's like, yeah, they did get do some move arounds and got younger players in the team, but it's like I feel like they're starting to get into that rebuild mode.
yeah. And
And
that
it's
and I'm
slowly getting there.
and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Matt Duchene is not the answer.
Nope.
Man, I don't. I mean, Matt. I mean, don't get me wrong. Matt Duchene is a really good player, but he's not. He's not the
And
player
then
you wanna depend on.
and like Pecorine, it's like he's an amazing goalie, but he's always carrying the team, and it's just like, I mean, you gotta do something for him. You gotta help him. Like Pecorine has gotten them out of so many situations, and it's like, man, you gotta find a way to help him out. Like you gotta start scoring more. And I'm seeing less scoring from Nashville sometimes too. So, and the Blues are they're just dominating again.
Yeah,
Blues are just dominating.
and then
Like
especially
I
with
hate.
Ryan, especially with Ryan O'Reilly, fucking, especially in face-off situations with, like, say, offensive face-off situations, Ryan O'Reilly is just winning them.
Yeah,
I think right now he has, it's either him or Bergeron that have the best face-off percentage in the league, and
and the
Ryan O'Reilly is basically unstoppable on meaningful face-offs.
and the Blues have that core team where
Yeah,
their chemistry is just so good. They're unstoppable. And like, I don't know, Blues are gonna come out firing, and they're gonna let Nashville have it. And Nashville, since they're kind of starting to die down a bit, it's like Nashville's not gonna keep up with the Blues,
yeah,
especially not, especially that won the, they finally win a cup. It's like
they're hungry
they
for
want to
more.
show, yeah, they want to show like, hey, you know what? That wasn't a fluke. You guys want to see us back in the finals? We'll do it again, and we'll show you guys. And then just to have Nashville, is like, this is an easy dub.
Yeah,
They they know like people. I mean, of course Nashville's gonna put on a fight, but it's like when your team is starting to die down, it it's the other another team is just gonna they're gonna make them realize it, and then from our experience, from our team, we started seeing it too.
yeah.
After 2015, we started seeing it, and it's like, so if Nashville's going through that same exact phase now, where if they don't find a way, they're gonna have to go into rebuild mode. So I feel like if the Nashville doesn't do anything this playoffs, they're going into rebuild mode, because then it's gonna turn into never making it out of the first round, or or just not making it into the playoffs anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, right now, like, I saw the standings. They're barely in the play. They're like, I think they're like 1 point ahead of They're 1 point ahead of someone. I forgot who. I forgot who's like right behind them. But it's like, but they like right now they barely made the playoffs, or how the standings are right now. So with that being said, so we both say Blues.
Yeah,
Move
Blues.
we move on to the next one, which is Colorado and Dallas. And I say Colorado game 7.
Yeah, Colorado. I say Colorado game 6.
And Colorado just their first line is just they're like the Bruins top line. You have fucking Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen together. It's I don't know
Yeah,
how you
and
can
then
stop that. They have the speed, they have the power. That's everything you want in the first line.
Dallas, another team that's almost like Nashville. It's like they're dying down too. It's like
I don't think they're dying down. I think they're coming up. They just don't have what it takes to actually make it far in the
also
playoffs. But
they're basically in still
this,
rebuild mode,
they,
but they're making the playoffs still.
yeah, that's what I say. They're still trying to build the team around Ben and Sagan, which then also bringing Joe Pavelski in was like I think helps them a bit, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to beat Colorado.
Yeah,
And and then and then Miro
Colorado's just a dominating team.
And then Miro Heiskanen is a really good is he's a young defender. He showed what he could do in the playoffs with Dallas. So, uh, but yeah, I don't think they would be able to handle Colorado.
Yeah, so Colorado 7.
I say Colorado 6.
Oh,
It's
6.
6. Did I say 7 or 6?
No, yeah, you
I
said
said
7.
7, right? Yeah, I said
Yeah.
7. So,
All right.
all right. So,
Back to the East. I
yeah.
had Capitals and Penguins.
And I had Capitals and Flyers.
So for me, it would be, you know what? The the meme has to start over. Penguins.
Well, you think Capitals
Peng-
wouldn't make it out the
Yep.
second round?
No, I don't think so. Not this time.
Mm, well,
It's gonna start over. I would say Penguins in 7,
in 7.
just because, just like I said, sometimes Penguins, they get into that groove. They can dominate, and then Crosby too. Crosby can, once you let Crosby out of the cage, he's going nuts.
Nah, I gotta say the meme would continue too, and I'll say Flyers game 6 because I think Flyers, even though the stats don't really show it, I think the Flyers have a better team than the Capitals. I think right now the Flyers would be like they'll be in the second round for the first time since what 2012 20. I don't even know when was the last time they made the second round. But I think the Flyers would want it more.
Yeah, so
I'm
Capitals out,
Yeah, I'd say Capitals out. I'd say Flyers game 6.
and then we both had Bruins and
Bruins and Toronto.
Bruins and Toronto. I'm
Yeah.
gonna continue with it, man. Bruins are dominant.
Yeah,
They they're
Bruins.
unstoppable. Bruins have the East,
Yeah,
and they've shown it. And
yeah,
then last year being in the finals too, they could. I mean, even though the Blues manhandled them,
yeah. In game
I mean,
seven, yeah,
the Bruins are still that good. And Toronto,
yeah. I'd say
I don't think,
Toronto falls to Boston again once again.
yeah, yeah, I'd give it to Boston in 6.
Yeah,
And Toronto,
I was gonna say Boston in 6 too.
yeah, because Toronto, they need something to help them.
They can't figure out the Bruins
They
in the
can't.
playoffs. It's like Bruins just have the number.
Yeah, and then and then for Bruins to always take them out, it's like, like, even though it's been game 7s,
Yeah,
I mean, I think this time Bruins just be like, you know what, we don't want to take you to another game 7,
yeah.
and they'll just be like, we'll just finish you here, and just end your suffering.
But then again, they went to those game sevens actually the I think the first time they went to game seven, it was I think it was I remember Toronto had a I think it was a 3-0 series lead or a 3-1 series lead, and Boston
Yeah,
had to come back to win game seven.
yeah. So
And then with the second time was just the most recent one. I think Toronto was the one that forced the game seven, and
yeah, it
then
was Toronto,
and then
but
Boston just
but
won.
Bruins, of course, Bruins being playing Bruins hockey in the playoffs is like
Yeah. Like I said,
it's
Bruins is a totally different team in the playoffs.
right,
They just like right now they have like a mode like beast mode on, and then
right.
once playoffs starts they just flip that switch and it's like a whole new level of that beast mode.
Yep, that is true. They let the bear out. They let
Yeah.
the Bruin out, and the
Yeah.
Bruin they let the Bruin out in the beginning of the season, and they just leave him out until until hockey ends for the year.
Yeah.
Even though right now he's in quarantine, once he gets out of quarantine, he's back. He's gonna be like, "I'm back, baby."
I mean, but then again, you never know. This could affect them in a bad way. This quarantine
It
could
could,
affect them in a
yeah,
bad
it
way.
could. It can affect any team right now because no practices, nothing really. So,
Yeah.
but you know, we're pretending that hockey didn't end,
It's a
we
prediction.
say Bruins. Yep,
Like, then
Bruins.
yeah, Bruins make it to the East Finals.
Yep.
So in the East Finals you have Capitals and Bruins. I have Flyers and
No,
Bruins.
I got
Oh no, you got
Penguins and
Penguins and Bruins. Yeah, yeah, my
I got
that's
Penguins
my
and Bruins.
yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, you have Penguins and Bruins. I have
Flyer and
Flyers
Bruins.
and Bruins. Yeah, so and now we move on to the West. You said you had Winnipeg and Edmonton. I had Vegas and Edmonton.
I would say,
This Vegas. Oh, also for I guess right now for the East Finals, Bruins would have home ice
mhm,
over the teams that we chose. And
right.
then you said Winnipeg and Edmonton. Edmonton would have
Yeah,
for you. Edmonton would have home ice for against Winnipeg.
I say Edmonton would take this one just because Jets are not no, not experienced in the playoffs. I mean, they'll have that momentum. For me, if they beat Vegas, they'll have that momentum. But Oilers, they'll still find a way to McDavid.
Yeah, McDavid. That's it. Just
That's it. That's it.
McDavid.
McDavid. That's about it. Jets just Jets Jets wouldn't have a chance anymore. So yeah, I would say Edmonton, and I'd say Edmonton six.
So
No,
okay, so uh-huh.
Winnipeg would give them a run for it, but Edmonton would just be like, nah, we know we can beat you guys. So yeah, I'd say Edmonton six over Winnipeg.
All right. So now in my scenario, Vegas would have home ice over Edmonton. Now this one's a really tough one because both these teams are really really good. Vegas has the defense that could, I guess, it could slow down McDavid, not really like actually stop him. But then again, Vegas are a different team in the playoffs too. But I'd say Edmonton Edmonton would upset them. I say game seven. I say game seven Edmonton in Vegas.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would.
And Vegas losing at home ice would be. I
I
mean,
mean, it already happened with the
that's
Capitals.
yeah, yeah, with the Capitals in the Stanley Cup final, but like it'd be so devastating for them again.
Yeah. So we both
Oh,
have
it
it.
happened. It happened against the Sharks
That
too.
no no no. The Sharks had home ice. Sharks won game seven home ice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say Edmonton game seven in Vegas. So we
Yeah. So
both
both of us, we
so
both got Edmonton.
we both have Edmonton in the West in the West finals. So now I think we both had Blues
Blues
and
and Avs.
yeah and with Blues having home ice.
Yeah, I'd say the Blues again.
Blues?
Yeah, I'd say the
Yeah,
Blues in
yeah.
seven.
Yeah, I say that. Especially Yeah, Blues in 7, and the Blues would want revenge after that. After after Colorado knocked them out of the playoffs. Or knocked them out, or after the after Colorado after they fucking crushed their playoff hopes.
Yeah,
Because
back
remember
like
that,
2 years ago.
yeah, that winning in situation they both had.
Yeah.
I think St. Louis would want the revenge. They have the team to get their revenge. Yeah,
Even though they were like, you know what, we won the Stanley Cup. We're like, you know what, just for
yeah,
that one time,
yeah,
we want that fight.
yeah,
But yeah, Blues in 7.
yeah, yeah,
Blues,
same.
like I said, Blues are a hungry team. They want that Stanley Cup again. They would want two in a row.
Yeah, back to back.
They they want that back to back. So
And then
they,
that'll give them even more that not really like like it would give them recent bragging rights against Hawks fans too, because you know
true.
the Hawks had a chance to go back to back like a few times already,
Yeah.
and they couldn't do it. But
Right.
and then with St. Louis doing it, that's just that you won't hear their fans be quiet. Their fans would just be loud after that. Their their trash talking would be extreme.
That's true. But then all I gotta show them is 6,
6, yeah.
and they can't. Oh, 6. Oh, you're showing me back to back. Hey, guess what? 6.
But then again, they're gonna come back with the but you only talk about the past and everything. So
6 banners. Hey, a ring is a ring, baby. A banner's a banner.
yeah, I guess. So we both have Edmonton and St. Louis
Right.
in the West Finals. So now we go back to
Yeah.
the
So
East, where you had Bruins and Pittsburgh.
and
Bruins
the
have home ice.
Bruins in Pittsburgh. Hey, Bruins are gonna they're gonna steamroll. They're gonna keep steamrolling. They're not gonna stop. Penguins are gonna have a tough time. Bruins in 7. Once Bruins gets rolling, once they start taking out teams, they're gonna keep doing it. Penguins are gonna they're gonna they're gonna tough it out. They're gonna give them 7, but I think Bruins are just gonna steamroll them with their top line in, and then Rask in situations like this, he starts showing up too. Is like there's times where you're like, yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
about Rask, man. We got to start taking him out. And then I'm pretty sure once he hears that, he's like, man, I've been in this situation so many times. Don't ever doubt me. And then, especially with the team like the Penguins, where they're just they're known for playoff hockey.
Hmm.
I think Bruins can figure out any team, and then Bruins can change it up so quick to where, teams would have a hard time, catching up to them. So I'd say Bruins in 7.
Bruins at 7. So
Yeah.
then my situation is Bruins and Philly with Bruins having home ice. I think I gotta agree Bruins, but in Game 5, I say Bruins beat Philly in 5. I don't think Philly has what it takes to beat the Bruins. I don't think Philly has what it takes to beat the Bruins on home ice. I think Bruins win both games at home, and then Flyers would probably win Game 3. Bruins would win Game 4. Then Bruins wins on home ice. I think Bruins ends the series Game 5 in Boston.
So Bruins in the finals for you.
Yeah, Bruins in the finals for
Yep.
me.
For both of us, Bruins are in the finals.
Back to back years in the finals.
And then and then now
We
the West side we got
we both have St. Louis and Colorado.
St. Louis and Colorado. No,
No, we both no. Saint
Edmonton.
no. Yeah, we both have St. Louis and Edmonton. St. Louis having home
Saint-
ice.
Yeah, St. Louis to Edmonton. They'd have their run, but would be like, yeah, you got Connor McDavid, but we got a squad.
Hmm.
And then, I mean, Bennington too. We forgot about Bennington.
Yeah, we did forget
he
about
showed-
Bennington. Yeah.
Bennington is the last year. He started on his head. He's the reason why they won the cup last year. He's one of the main reasons. He's
I mean,
been saving that team.
they don't call him Winnington for nothing.
Exactly. So, yeah, Blues would take this in 6.
So you have Boston and St. Louis again in the
Yep,
finals.
we're
You know,
going back to it. They're gonna battle, and they're gonna so Boston. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you say Blues too. I'm saying
mm,
Blues.
I no, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say Edmonton 7. I think
Ooh,
Edmonton would be hungry for it, and then Edmonton would want to prove everyone wrong that Edmonton wants to be back in the finals. And I think with the play with Connor McDavid, he's gonna pump us. He's not he's a captain for a reason. He knows how to pump up his
right,
players. And then I guess the only problem they would really have is Mike Smith, because Mike Smith can be kind of inconsistent at times.
right.
But I I say Edmonton, man. You just can't stop the. I mean, you can, but it's really hard to stop McDavid and Draisaitl when they're on the ice together. It's
Right.
really hard to stop them, and the Connor McDavid really wants it. He wants to prove to everyone that he's the best player in the league right now.
That is true. I mean, a lot of people talk about him too. It's like,
Yeah, and he has all these expectations on him,
yeah, he does.
and but with those expectations there comes doubts,
Right.
and I think the doubts are what fires him up a lot more, makes him want to do better. So I say Edmonton 7.
Edmonton 7, and I
Yeah,
got Blues 6.
yeah,
So that leads us to the Stanley Cup Finals for
and
me.
and that and
I
that now Stanley Cup Finals, Bruins would have home ice for on both series again, but
just like last year.
just like last year. Yeah,
And for me, this finals, I'd say Bruins would want their revenge. Bruins would take it in 7.
7. You say Game 7 again, but this time Bruins winning it.
Yeah, this time Bruins winning it, home ice. They'll be like, you know what? Last year, it's okay. You got the best of us, but we've been steamrolling this whole series,
This whole
the whole
season.
this whole season,
Yeah,
this whole series. We've been steamrolling. You're not gonna stop us. You took us out last time. GG's, but this is our cup. We're gonna take this one. And their top line is gonna do it for them. And then, Rask this time he's gonna step it up. Rask would step it up, and you know, Game 7, and you know what? He'd get that shutout.
do you think it would be a shutout?
Yeah,
How much?
shutout
What would your score be?
3-0.
3-0.
3-0. 3-0. First period 0-0. Second period 1-0. Third period Bruins would score a goal late into the game, probably 15 minutes in, and then the third goal would come in an empty net.
Mm.
But yeah, I'd say Bruins Game 7 to, get the revenge. Get the revenge on the Blues which was a really good series last year.
Yeah.
One of the best
Yeah,
series I've seen.
I think that's one of the best series I've seen in recent playoff history.
And
So
and
and
guys,
and those,
that's coming from a Blackhawks fan. Like, that was one of
yeah,
the best Stanley
fun,
Cups I've seen. And like,
yeah, and plus
I
the
even though I
intensity of
wanted,
it, was what I think was what really captured me. Is like
yeah,
these
like
two teams they they played like they were actual rivals. Like they played each other like they play each other like as if they meet like as if they're like division rivals.
right.
That's how this finals when they hit each other. You could feel the hate when they hit each other.
Oh,
Like
and then that one
that one hit.
Pasternak hit. Was it
No, I think it was Torrey Krug. I think that was
Yeah,
Krug
there
that
you
went
go.
up and
Torrey
fucking.
Krug when everyone was saying, "Oh, that
That
just
was a
like the
pen.
goal."
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he dove, yeah, because it should have been a penalty.
Yeah. 'Cause
He was
I think it was Perron that was holding him down.
yeah,
It was Perron that was holding him down, and you even saw that they took his helmet off. He fucking he yeah, he like knocked his helmet off, and then Krug was looking for a penalty, and like they
Yeah,
didn't
they
call
didn't
it,
give it to him. So
so he
he's
just
like, you know
went
what?
down and he hit Sundu. I think it was it Sunquist that he hit, or who was it? I forgot who he hit, but I that hit was fucking amazing, and then just seeing the crowd like pop out of their seats, that I think that was one of the best, one of one of the craziest things I've seen on in Stanley Cup Finals. Just
Yeah,
that hit, and then just seeing everyone rise up, and that the TD Garden was loud.
yeah, but yeah, that series was one of the best series I've seen
Yeah, in a while, in a while.
in a while. Even though the best the best Stanley Cup Finals were the three Blackhawk wins,
Yeah, of course, the
but
bias.
yeah, but nah, that this even though I was going for the Bruins,
Yeah,
like I said, we're West fans. We go for the West side. I didn't want the Blues to win. I didn't,
yeah, I
but
did
you
it.
know what? But some at the same time, so I was going for the Bruins, but at the same time, I wanted the West to keep the cup.
Yeah,
But I mean, but on this, I say Bruins would take it in seven. It'd be another crazy game, but Bruins would take it in seven.
nice. So for my scenario, I have Edmonton and Boston, and I say Boston will win in six in Edmonton. I think Boston is would be too much to handle for Edmonton, and then that top line again for the Bruins. They're the talk of the NHL basically.
Yeah, they
And
are.
and if people aren't talking about them, they have to start talking about them. They need, because I don't know how you stop that. How can you stop Pasternak, Marchand, and Bergeron, especially with it's
And you don't wanna, and like the only way I was gonna say the only way you can stop them is penalties, like trying to
no.
try to do try to injure him in a penalty, like try to take a penalty or like try to somehow take him out, but you get but the Bruins power play is just too
Yeah,
good.
they're too good. You, like either way, yeah, you can't stop them.
Like there
You
was
really can't.
like last year's Stanley Cup final game, three or like four of the Bruins goals were power plays.
Yeah,
It was crazy. It's like they get four power plays in a row basically, and all four go in, and it's like, man, you don't want to get you don't want to get the Bruins on the power play because they're just too good in the power play.
yeah.
I think that's what happened
I think
last year's
yeah,
final. They didn't
last
really
year.
have that much. They didn't really have that much in the game seven. They didn't have that much
But
power play.
that was a problem with last year. And everyone said this. Is last year the reason why the Bruins lost was because that first line basically disappeared. Like not like they, I don't, they didn't score until like game four. That's when they started. That's when they started scoring.
Yeah,
But that top line disappeared for like the first three games, and that's when people started. That's when the analysts were saying that there was trouble going. That it was starting to look bad for the Bruins.
yeah. But so
But
we both say
Boston winning
Bruins.
the Stanley Cup
Yep.
champions.
Yep.
So that's our predictions. Bruins Stanley Cup champions. We both had different scenarios for each of the rounds. Like you had St. Louis and Boston. I had Edmonton and Boston.
I mean,
Those
since the beginning, I think we had some differences, but we still came down to
Boston
Boston
winning.
winning it.
Yeah. So so that was our predictions. Now let's see what NHL 20 would have to say.
Yeah, let's say what NHL says.
So first game we have Winnipeg and Vegas, and I guess we should just try to go to the second round, right?
Yeah.
Just we're just gonna keep on doing this the whole time. All right, wait. So first thing I noticed. Oh
Uh-huh.
wait, let me finish all the games first. Let me. So it's Pittsburgh, Philly, and then Toronto, Tampa, the last one. So first thing I noticed,
Mhm.
Winnipeg is up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah.
Nashville's up 1-0 in the series.
Mhm.
Calgary's up 1-0 in the series. Columbus is up 1-0 in the series. Pittsburgh is up 1-0 in the series, and Toronto's up 1-0 in the series. What?
Avs too. Avs are up
Yeah,
1-0.
But what I'm talking about is it's saying that the underdogs right now would win game one,
Right.
and I don't know. I don't think that's accurate. I think, well, maybe for some teams, I think Pittsburgh would win game one. I think Toronto would win game one, but I don't know if Nashville would beat St. Louis in the game one, and I don't think Columbus would win the game one. I mean, like we said, I think we both said Boston would sweep
Yeah.
Columbus, which means, NHL 20 has a totally different perspective of it.
Yeah.
But any comments on any of these?
No, what you said was right. Like, Nashville. I mean, then again, it is the first round. It is the very first game, so you don't know. They're still trying to figure each other out between the first few minutes. They're just trying to, they're just trying to feel each other. I think in the game, they're feeling each other out in a way.
And then if you look at the stats, you see fucking Johnny Gaudreau with 2 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah, so
it's I think that's pretty accurate though. I think
Yeah.
in the game one, Johnny Gaudreau would have at least 2 goals and 3 assists.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I think we should just keep on simulating until the first round ends.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
I mean, it says simulate on the bottom. What does that mean?
Oh, that's so we could simulate, like, so we could like not really like see the action, but in a simulated way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So. Ooh.
So I guess.
Winnipeg. It says Winnipeg up 2-0. Colorado
Ooh.
up 2-0. Pittsburgh up 2-0. This is getting. Okay, so Vegas
is going down.
Yep, it looks like St.
Nashville.
Louis. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, it looks like Nashville's making us look dumb. What the NHL Capitals,
Yeah, it's Capitals. Come on,
I mean,
Columbus.
the Avs are 2-0 too.
Yeah. I mean, I
Jeez.
could see that. I could see Avalanche defending home ice.
I mean, we predicted Avalanche. Well, I gave Avalanche 5-1, I think. I don't remember anymore. But
I think I said
Continue.
Avalanche game 6. And which one's this one? Oh, Pittsburgh. Ooh, Pittsburgh.
ooh, they're looking for that sweep.
So we go to Tampa up
Tampa.
2-1, and then there's game 3 at Winnipeg. Winnipeg.
Oh,
Ooh, shit.
Winnipeg.
Game 3 in Nashville. Oh shit, this is
Damn.
crazy. There's
Damn, NHL, what are you doing to
in
us?
Carolina, Capitals about to
Yeah.
end the series. This is in Columbus. No, fuck.
Ah.
I messed it up. All right. Well, here we go again. Let's try that again. Ooh, series tied.
East side, that's good.
Then Edmonton, Calgary. Looks like Edmonton's
Edmonton.
about to end it.
Yep.
Colorado at Dallas, game 4.
Oh, they tied. It came
Yeah.
back. They came back.
Let's see if Pittsburgh could sweep. Nope.
Oh, Philly on the comeback.
Philly, yeah,
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
that's in Pittsburgh. That was
Yeah.
game 4 Pittsburgh. This is game 4 in Toronto. And Toronto defends home ice.
Ooh.
Then we have there's game 5.
To end it all.
Nope. And then let's see, game 5 in St. Louis. Ooh, St. Louis is coming
Ooh,
back.
St. Louis is coming back.
This is in Washington. Oh shit.
Oh,
In
we're almost there.
in Boston. What?
Oh,
shit.
man.
Edmonton, Calgary. Could Edmonton win it on home ice? Yeah, Edmonton ends the
Yeah, the
series.
Edmonton. All right, we're right. We're right about Edmonton.
Yeah. So 4-1 Edmonton. But I said game 7 though.
Yeah,
So let's see.
we both
Colorado.
said Game 7.
Colorado.
Colorado's one away.
Yep. Let's see.
Pittsburgh and Philly.
Could Pittsburgh win it in Philly? Yes, it's
Yeah,
over.
all right. Pittsburgh. Okay, fans. I was right.
There's in Tampa. Ooh, Tampa up 3-2.
Ooh.
Let's see. Could Winnipeg win at home? No, game
Going
7.
to Game 7. Oh my God. They
Could
got
Nashville win
Winnipeg.
at home? No,
Game
game
7. Oh
Can the
damn.
Can the Hurricanes? I think. Can the Hurricanes stay alive? Nope, that
No,
one's
it's
ended.
over.
Could Boston survive? This is in Columbus.
This is big for us.
Oh,
Game 7.
Oh shit. Let's see. Colorado can win it in Dallas. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
all
over.
right.
So
Avalanche.
Tampa can win it in Toronto. Yeah, they ended.
Yeah,
that
Tampa
that was a
will-
quick sim. That one was
Yeah.
quicker than Game 7.
Game 7. Here we go. Come on, Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, Winnipeg. Let's go.
Now St. Louis and Nashville. Who do you think NHL would pick?
Nashville.
I say St. Louis. Oh, Nashville!
Go Blues.
Yeah, I guess your playoff hopes
No
are
more.
over. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, who do you say this one? I say Boston.
Boston.
Hey, this is the last game of the first round.
Ah!
Oh my God!
Well, Boston. We were wrong.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, it is. I mean, we chose who would win in the actual series, but then again, it is for NHL too. So we both had Boston. They both lost.
Yeah, and then
Or
the two
Yeah.
top teams of the NHL were eliminated, which is Boston and St. Louis. Now, Winnipeg and Edmonton. Actually, this is a crazy scenario too. Two Canadian teams going at it.
yeah,
And who do you think would win this one? Who do you think NHL 20 is gonna pick to win this series?
I say Oilers,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
and then from the Avs in Nashville, I say Avs.
I would say Nashville,
Damn,
and then
Alright.
and then I'll say Capitals, and
Penguins.
and Tampa.
I say Penguins and Tampa.
All right, so we both chose Oilers for this one. Let's see, and the Oilers take game 1 on this one. Ooh, Nashville goes on top. Capitals go on top, and Columbus. Wow, holy shit.
Winnipeg ties it.
Yep. Colorado ties it. Pittsburgh ties it.
Penguins.
Tampa ties
Yeah,
it.
they're all tied.
Ooh.
Right here, we're both using Ethernet.
Yeah, we're both so we're both in the same house. So okay, so we're both in the same house. We're in different rooms. So
And we have quote unquote the best internet Comcast can give us for
bullshit.
where we live.
But anyway,
It is.
anyway, so we just had to pause it because we had to start the share play again. We're recording all of this on the PS4, so yeah. Anyway,
We don't have the editing skills, even though I have a PC and you have a laptop, but we don't have that kind of
yeah, we don't have the skills and we don't have the time.
right.
So yeah, so basically Winnipeg is up 2-1 in the series, so is Colorado. There's Pittsburgh and Washington game 3. And ooh, that's Pittsburgh up 2-1.
Pittsburgh. Come on,
There's-
Tampa.
Tampa's up 2-1.
Yep. There we go.
There's game 4 in Winnipeg. Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Man. Winnipeg.
And then Nashville ties it up. Capitals tie
Ooh.
it.
That's a good game right there.
Yeah. Then Columbus ties it. So Columbus not going down.
Nope, they're going. They're fighting.
Oh, Edmonton, yeah.
Edmonton wants a game 7.
Yeah. Colorado. Damn. Pittsburgh.
Ooh,
Tampa.
Tampa.
Let's see.
Alright.
Could Winnipeg
Here
win
we
it on
go.
home ice?
Let's go to game 7.
Oh, game
Yep.
7.
There we go.
Can Nashville force a game 7? Yeah,
Yes,
they
did.
do.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Can Capitals force one? No, it's
No,
over.
they can't. It's over. Yep, second round.
And then let's see.
The meme continues, boys.
Could Columbus win? No.
Tampa.
Here you go. We have 2 game 7s in the West.
Both teams are tired.
Edmonton.
Edmonton. And Winnipeg had the lead
Yeah.
too.
And then, yeah, and then
Savage.
last one.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Colorado. Yep.
every team. We picked every team basically.
I picked
Wait.
Nashville. I picked Nashville to win.
Oh, you picked Nashville.
Yeah, and
Alright.
then also I picked Capitals.
Okay, so I was right all 4.
Yeah, you got all 4
Oh.
correct.
So I say Oilers and Penguins finals.
I say Oilers Pittsburgh. No, Oilers Tampa. Oilers Tampa.
Oilers Tampa. Alright.
Yeah. So here you go, game 1. Okay. Oh.
Oh, it's going my way now.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
double sweep? Can we see a double sweep?
Oh, there's no fucking way.
Oh, a double sweep! Come on, double sweep!
Oh! Sweep.
Oh, Penguins swear. Oh, Tampa again. Tampa, really?
Yeah, Tampa's
Really
getting
let that
swept
happen?
again. Oh, this is it. Stanley Cup Finals.
I chose this as of right now.
Yeah, you chose this as of right now.
My final was Bruins and Blues.
Uh huh.
Yours was Bruins and Edmonton.
Edmonton. So I chose Edmonton,
Both.
right?
Yeah, you were right. Damn.
But in
So
the
you
NH
were right. But you chose Bruins to win. So
yeah. In this scenario now, I would say Oilers.
I say Oilers 7.
Yeah, I gotta say Oilers 7 too.
All right,
So here we go.
let's get this final started. Oilers are up.
Yeah, 1-0.
I say it's gonna be a tie. Oh,
Ooh.
Penguins are winning the next one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, before you hit simulate,
Uh huh.
let's try to see what happens.
Okay. What do you mean?
I say, before you hit
Oh, like
simulate,
predict-
let's just say
predict it?
predict who wins that game.
All right.
I say Penguins tie it up.
I say Oilers go up 3-1. Oh.
Ooh. I say Penguins are gonna take the lead.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
They got momentum.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be. It's an elimination game. Pittsburgh can win it right now. So what we're gonna do is go to simulate. Watch the action.
Okay.
We're on.
Isn't
We're on.
that-
We're on. We're gonna go to shots. And we're
It's
going.
just gonna show shots or
It's gonna for right now. It's gonna show shots, but it's gonna on the screen. It's gonna show when they score. We're gonna see who scored. So we're gonna. Oh shit! I send the period. But Pittsburgh is up 2-1 in the first period. After the first. Let's see who
2-0.
Crosby and Simon or Samo or whatever you want to call him. Who the fuck is Koskinen? So I guess Mike Smith isn't playing.
Mhm.
So we start
Yeah, start it.
the second period. Gonna go to 8 speed. Oh, Pittsburgh scored again.
Ooh, looks like
It looks like Pittsburgh might win the Stanley Cup.
yeah.
I should-
3-0.
All events. That's the end of the second.
All right.
Here we go, third period.
Can Edmonton find a way to catch up?
Ooh! Granlund scores.
Running out of time.
2-3, McDavid on Murray.
Ooh. Your last shot.
Oh, they tied her! McDavid! Are they going to overtime? Oh my god, 30 seconds left!
Game over? They're
Yeah,
going to
game over.
7.
Yeah.
They're going to game 7. Oh my god.
Who are the
That
3
co-
stars? I gotta see the 3 stars. McDavid is 2 goals. Kobe Cave. Oh man. Rest in peace, Kobe
Aw.
Cave.
Rest in peace, Kobe Cave.
Yeah. That's great to see.
Yeah.
Man, that's actually a really sad story though. How
Yeah. It is.
I mean, we send our condolences
Yeah.
to Kobe Cave and his family and the Edmonton Oilers organization because that.
No, everyone in the NHL is hurt by this too, man.
Yeah.
You know, you never want to lose
He's-
especially in a time like this. You don't want to lose anyone, even if it's from the virus or anything in particular. You don't want to lose anyone.
Yeah, I mean,
And right now it's tough. Right now it's tough, and then especially right now for the NHL, it's tough. You know.
yeah,
And then for this, him being a second star in this.
yeah.
know, this was for you.
It's
Gabe.
it's fitting. It's really fitting to see that.
Yeah, and then to force into game 7 too.
Yeah.
Second star.
I mean,
Oh, here we
you
go.
lost him way too soon though. All right, so
Yeah.
yeah. So now moving on from that, it's game
Here
7.
we go. Game 7. With the comeback, a 3-0 comeback in game 6.
And this is in Edmonton. Yeah, they came up. They were down 3-0 and ended up winning. So far, just shots.
Yeah. First period it looks like it's gonna end 0-0.
Look at the shots. So Pittsburgh
Yeah.
13 shots. Edmonton though scored shots first
Edmonton
blood.
scored late.
Yeah,
They
that was
scored late too, really late.
so. Zach Cassian. He
Yeah,
scores
with
the first goal.
a minute 11 left.
Yeah. So now we go to the second period. The first
Pittsburgh.
shot.
First shot.
They're up
Pittsburgh
again.
again.
See who scored those two. Gensel and Zach Aston Reese.
Ooh,
Crosby.
Crosby's man, they're letting him have it. Ooh, 3-1 already.
It's about to be
Oh,
the
it's
end
been-
of the second. End of the second period. Here we go.
Can Edmonton do what they did game 6?
Pittsburgh on the power play. Nope. Nothing. Edmonton on the power play. They still can't do anything.
Pittsburgh's holding him down.
Ooh. I think that was. They had a 5-on-3. They couldn't do anything. Edmonton.
Yeah. The game's about to end, and the
Pittsburgh are the Stanley Cup
Pittsburgh-
champions.
Pittsburgh beat Edmonton game 7.
So
Man,
NHL
let's see the
20.
3 stars.
Jake Gunsel, Zach Cassian, Matt Murray.
24 saves.
Yeah. Oh,
There you go. NHL says Pittsburgh wins the Stanley Cup Finals
in Game 7.
in Game 7 against the Edmonton Oilers.
Now we see the team, the leader in points. It's Connor McDavid with 29 points in the
Of
playoffs,
course, it had to be him.
and I would say McDavid wins Conn Smythe.
Yeah,
Even though they lost, I think McDavid would win the Conn Smythe.
yeah.
So, did you expect this at the beginning to see Pittsburgh win the Stanley Cup?
Part of me wanted it. part of me was thinking instead of picking Bruins, I was gonna go with Penguins, but then Bruins are just dominating, so that's why I picked the Bruins. But for me, the East was gonna be either Penguins or Bruins, and then for on the West it was gonna be. I think for me it was gonna be the Blues, and I don't know about the West. The West is just too tough to decide. The
Yeah,
West has the West has always been too tough to decide who's gonna make it far, but the East it always comes down to the for me it always comes down to those two teams, Bruins or Penguins. Well, in the playoff sense,
yeah,
but no I well the West I think I had no I think yeah the West I had Edmonton and the Blues, but for me the Blues all the way to the finals, and then yeah, Pitt for me it was like neck and neck. It was 51-49 basically, but I kind of saw it, but but then again, like I said, Bruins just dominate, but I mean, NHL knows its stuff too.
I mean, I wouldn't put it like that.
Uh, yeah, but I mean, NHL sees Pittsburgh winning it. Well, of course, for everyone it's going to be different because NHL is NHL. It's just
Yeah,
regulation. But
yeah.
there you go. There's your NHL 20 Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins, over the Edmonton Oilers in a Game 7 where
In
the
Edmonton.
Oilers in Edmonton where the Oilers came back out of a 3-0 in the 6th and almost came
Yeah,
almost came back this game again.
yeah. That's actually crazy. I thought Edmonton was gonna win Game 7 for sure. That like before we started simulating it, I thought Edmonton was gonna win Game 7, but I guess NHL 20 thinks that Pittsburgh has. I guess NHL 20 shows that Pittsburgh has, I guess, a better team, which does make sense because Pittsburgh is a way different team in the playoffs than they are in the regular season.
That is true.
So yeah, there you go. Pittsburgh Penguins winning the NHL 20 Stanley Cup Finals. We gave our predictions. NHL gave its predictions, or showed us its predictions.
Yeah, so we both had Bruins but NHL had
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh.
and you never know. This could have actually happened.
It could, because any the playoffs, anything can happen.
Yeah. So, and that. But then again, let's say they don't go straight to the playoffs. Let's say they continue the season, but they shorten the season, but it continues like to give teams a chance to like teams that they're like right there at the doorstep of the playoffs. Like let's say they want to give them a chance, so they reduce the games to like 64 games instead of 82.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean,
here's my question: the Hawks are 6 points out of the playoffs. Do you think the Hawks do you think the Hawks would be able to make a little run to at least sneak into the playoffs, or do you think they don't have what it takes to make the playoffs?
I mean, through the season they were kind of inconsistent. It's like they'd get a run going, but it wouldn't be a big run to where it's like it was enough to get them into the playoffs and try to secure a playoff spot. We've been basically the whole time we've been you know trying to get to that playoff spot, and we just couldn't get there. It's like we've been chasing that playoff spot for so long. It's like it starts getting a bit overwhelming, and then that's when you start doubting the team. You're like, man, are we even gonna make the playoffs again?
So there's like a follow up question.
So,
All right, so go ahead.
but I say they'll give it their best. I mean, given that Leonard is gone now, which is huge for us, because Leonard wasn't doing bad. It was just
the defense in front of him wasn't
Yeah,
really helping him. I mean, same thing with Crawford. Crawford is playing really well too, but
yeah,
the defense, man, the goalie can only do so much.
right.
So now the follow up question is: Would it would you want to see the Hawks in the playoffs? Because I could give my opinion on this. Me personally, I wouldn't want to see the Hawks in the playoffs
No, yeah, same.
because
I don't want to see them.
one they're not ready. They're not ready. They still have the core, but the core is old. They're pretty old
Yeah.
now. They're like in their
It's
like Kane and Taves are in their early 30s. Keith and Seabrook, they're in their basically in their mid 30s.
it's
So
like you want to see them in the playoffs. Like I want to see them in the playoffs so bad, but it's like
they're gonna get first.
If
We
we're-
know they're gonna get first rounded.
yeah, because they make the playoffs, right? We're gonna expect so much more from them. We're gonna expect the cup to come back, where in reality that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like deep down in our hearts, we know that cup run is not gonna happen.
yeah.
We want to see it, and we want to see it, and we're gonna expect it from them. But the team we have now is, I mean, they still gotta, we still gotta rebuild basically.
And
We gotta get into that top form.
and the thing I don't like either is that how the Hawks management is giving the fans false hope. Like how Bowman said that this team could still make the playoffs and everything, but I don't like how they're giving the fans false hope, and the fan like I gotta say like we're Hawks fans, right? So we love the Hawks no matter what. But our
Yeah.
fan base is like the most they're the most a lot of them are the most idiotic people I've ever seen. Like they know nothing. Like they
That's true. It's like what I put in that comment. It's like most of them are like coming in after 2010, 2013, mostly 2015 fans, where we've been going for them since '07.
it's not early. I think earlier it was like early 2000s when they didn't even show the games on TV. We had to listen to them on the radio. There was like
That's true.
because it all started when we started playing NHL 2003.
Right.
And then that's when we started getting into hockey just by a video game. So we started listening to
then-
the Hawks on the radio.
And then like I think, but that was like '07 is when we
Like when we really got
really
into
got
it.
got into hockey.
And
then
this was
started
this was
learning
when
about it more.
this was Taves rookie season. So
It
Kane
was.
Kane wasn't even in the Kane wasn't even drafted yet.
Nope.
So yeah, and then people. The thing that I hate about this is what I hate about our fan base too, because you would say something logical, and then it would be like these old motherfuckers that would go on there like, well, I've been a fan since like the '80s, or I've been a fan since like the '50s. Like, congratulations, dude, you were born fucking before me. How does that make you more of a fan and more knowledgeable about the team than me? Like,
Right. It's
like
we've been looking at the team. We've been following them. We've been seeing their ups, their downs. It's like
and then they feel like just because they've seen the worst years of the Hawks, and now since they had success this recent year, they feel like they deserve to only see success for the rest of their life, which it's a fucking sport. It's not gonna happen. Teams are gonna go through rebuilds, and like I was saying earlier, I don't like the fact that that the Blackhawks management is like giving the fans false hopes, like talking about how they're gonna go to the playoffs and everything,
Like,
and the
most of-
fans are
mo-
buying into that. The fans buy into that. I think the Hawks should like, especially the management, they should accept the fact that we're going into a rebuild, because we're at a rebuild stage, and that's what it should be, a rebuild stage. We're building the team around the same core that we had, but that's a thing. It's a totally different team except for that,
Alright,
except for
and
the
then-
core.
right now we're getting younger players too. We're getting younger players like Kirby Doc. He still has to,
He,
he still has to build with the team. Like
he needs to gain some muscle because Kirby Doc he's a really good hockey player, and at a young age, at 19, he's really good. He fits in with the team. The thing is that he gets pushed off the puck way too easily for
Yeah.
someone his size. He gets
It was
pushed off
almo-
way too much.
it was almost like Patrick Kane. Remember when we first started seeing him play? Like he would get pushed off, he would get hit and everything, and then the next coming years he started toughening out more. You know, he started pushing back. He started getting rough out there, and
I mean, look at him now.
that's
Now it's hard to. Now it's even hard. It's hard to take him off the puck with like just bumping into him isn't gonna be enough. Like
yeah,
you have
exactly.
to like you actually have to like get a good hit on him in order to take him off the puck.
And that's how we got successful, man. Our best players start getting toughened up, you know, taking the hits and like getting back on it or like giving hits back. It's like once I were like young, if our younger players start doing that at an early stage, you know, of course the first year they're not gonna really do that,
Yeah.
but like after some time, you know, you gotta start building yourself, getting stronger. You know, don't just focus on your one main thing, which for probably Kirby Dach is skill and speed, because he's fast.
He's fast for a big guy.
Yeah, so he like you know if he just focuses on that skill set, I mean it really won't get us anywhere. It's just be all right. He has skill, but you know we need more out of you.
I mean, like he said, he's trying to, like Kirby said himself, he's trying to style his game like Mark Scheifele of the Jets, and
Yeah,
I think that's a perfect example of how he should be because Mark Scheifele he's one of the toughest people to knock off the puck.
yeah,
He's
true.
strong, he's 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 skilled, he's an all
And
around hockey player.
you know it's gonna take Doc some time, and then for the next for the next players that we're gonna get in the future, you know.
Yeah,
No,
the biggest signing, this like I guess during this quarantine is them signing Ian Mitchell. I think
yeah,
that was really huge from them, and I think I I can't wait to see what Mitchell does for us.
because like right now for the Hawks, it's like we gotta start looking for a new core. Doc is
Yeah,
one of them now.
I think Dogstrom and DeBrinket, but right now there's rumors going out that they're shopping around that they're looking to see for a potential trade for Strom, which I mean I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about that about them trying to get rid of Strom because I think that's what helped out DeBrinket a lot.
Yeah, that
Because
is true.
they both played for what was it, Erie Otters.
And they got chemistry too. It's like
Yeah, so
you
they
want you want you want players with chemistry, and then to build more chemistry within their line. Like of course with the whole team, but within their line, if the whole line gets chemistry, that line can be
I
unstoppable
mean look
at one
just
point.
perfect example is the top line for Boston and Colorado.
Exactly. You want that in a team, like that one line that can be like that. Doesn't matter if it's the first, second, third, fourth line. You have chemistry like that. They'll produce score goals for you. Where and the defense would defense would do a lot than just blocking shots or like
Yeah.
stopping. Like you get the defense involved in scoring too. You got that one line that you can really count on where you know it's a game 7, game 6 or whatever, like or a game that if you win it you make it to the playoffs or whatever, like something like that. You couple minutes left, you want that line to get in there and to give you that goal to like to advance, or you want that line
To
basically.
give your team momentum. And
Yeah,
I think the Hawks' fourth line was a great example of that. They weren't really scoring, but when they were on the ice, they had that they couldn't score, but they had that puck in the on the on the opposing team's zone like for the longest time. And then when the Hawks' fourth line was the perfect example of that. They didn't score, or they weren't really known for scoring, but they were known for keeping that puck in the zone.
yeah. But I mean, and another player we gotta start keeping too is Gilbert.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, Gilbert is a physical player that we could really use. That's what we need. We need physicality. Because look at the Blues. The Blues are a big
Yeah,
group with speed,
they are.
but they're also physical, and also Boston, for
Yeah,
example.
And you've even like you've said it best too. Skills don't in the playoffs. Skills don't mean anything anymore.
Yeah. So I
Like
mean,
you need a you can't you I mean of course skills has to be there, but if you're not physical, you're not gonna get anywhere with it because you gotta play out. It's a playoffs, man. You gotta be tough. You gotta be tough. You want that. You gotta show you want it, and that comes with heavy hitting. You know,
people
of
getting in
course
your
the scoring.
face.
Yeah,
Like people trying to get
and
under your skin. Like you also have to have composure of that. You have to
yeah,
know, like you have to control your emotions too, because penalties in the playoffs is huge. Going shorthanded in the playoffs is huge, and
yeah.
that you could be up like 2-0. You take a dumb penalty that could swing the momentum a lot.
A perfect example for that the 5 minute major
Oh
for the
yeah,
Sharks against Vegas, and
yeah,
Sharks came back to win it.
yeah, exactly. So
So
I mean, all right, now let's talk about that penalty because that was controversy in the playoffs. Vegas fans and a lot of other fans thought that shouldn't have been 5 minutes. And what do you think on that? What do
wait,
you
no, it was 4 minutes.
4 minutes? There we go. Yeah, it was
It was
four
a four
minutes.
minute
It
major.
was, it was a double
Um,
minor, double minor.
yeah, double minor.
Do you think that was worth 4 minutes, or should it have been five, or do you think 2 minutes, or do you agree with everyone else that it should have only been 2 minutes?
I mean, I would have to look at it again, cause
Because this is what
here's the
happened
thing.
the
Here's the thing. He gets cross checked first,
twice. He got
or
crash checked.
that's why he got cross checked, and then
He got thrown down to the ice.
yeah, he was falling down to the ice, and while he was falling, he got hit again
Yeah.
unintentionally. So
But then the reason why it was a double major though is because of the blood that came out, because he was
yeah,
because
of
because
course.
blood was coming out of his helmet. So that
But
was a double minor. So
okay, the cross checking. Okay, the cross checkings. It's gonna happen in the playoffs, right?
yeah,
They're
especially
not. They're not really gonna call it that much. Like if the other team's not doing it that much, both teams are doing it. They're not really gonna call it unless one team is like, they're constantly doing it, and the other team is. Yeah, I mean, cross checking is gonna happen in the playoffs. They're not really gonna get caught.
mhm.
That unintentional hit is unintentional hit itself should have been a double minor because he's falling to the ground already.
Wait, so unintentional or intentional?
No, it was intentional. I mean,
Yeah.
he
Okay, so
was
that's what confused me.
yeah, he was going for that hit, or well, I don't know because he was skating by. But the thing is, he was falling. He was already falling. The cross checking never got called. Um, Man, I can't remember if it was unintentional or not. That's the thing. Because he was.
Well, in my personal opinion, I think they made the right call. I think they made the right call. It should have been
Oh,
it should have been 4 minutes. 2 minutes for the cross checking, and then plus blood came out. So and of course if they see blood, it's gonna automatically be 4 minutes.
yeah.
So I think I think it was the right call. So
Yeah, the cross checkings, not calling those, I can accept that. But I think that last hit was intentional. He was aiming right. I think he was aiming right at him. Not 100% sure, but if he did, he deserved that 2 minute major, or that 4 minute minor. I'm getting all confused.
double minor,
But
4 minute double
yeah,
minor.
but I mean, it's too late now. They called it. They
Yeah.
called it.
So now last question before we end it. So so of course the Hawks are a really young team, or they're starting to get younger, and we saw our I think it was last year's second round pick. Sec Was it last year, or I forgot when, but Adam we got to see Adam Boquist Adam Boquist play his rookie season with the Hawks. Then how do you think he fit in the team?
I honestly didn't see.
Oh yeah, right. You didn't actually see the games.
I couldn't see the game, so I don't know how he did. But like
Yeah, damn it, I forgot about that.
a lot of, but what I've seen is that you know when I saw that he didn't he go down to Rockford
He started. I think he started the year in Rockford, and then they brought him up, and then he went
and then
back. He went
then he
back
went
down,
back down.
but that was because I think we got Dahan back, and then Dahan got
Oh
injured
yeah,
like,
that's true.
and then Dahan got injured for the season, and they brought him back up. So
Yeah, I haven't really seen. I can't really see the game, so I don't
oh
know
yeah, yeah. I
about
totally
him.
forgot about that.
But I have been keeping up with Kirby Doc. He's probably like my new favorite player at the team.
Yeah.
No, like I don't know if you saw this post on Facebook, like who's your current favorite player,
Mhm.
your all time favorite player, and your like old like from the past.
Mhm.
I think mine was I think my all time is Keith.
Keith.
Yeah, my all time is Keith. My past is Amonte, and my current is well, my current is Kane because you can't ever count Kane out of this, but like it would it would be Doc right now because he's a new young guy. He can be the future of the Blackhawks. The new core,
And the
the
thing
new core.
I do like about him too is that he's showing early signs of of being the captain because
That is true.
you could see like if you see him on the ice and even on the bench he's talkative, he's leading the way, you could everything just seeing him on the ice and how he communicates with his teammates on the bench, and everything screams captain to me.
And
The
and
next
then
Blackhawks captain.
not only that, like the interviews he gave too. His interviews were like,
Yeah,
man,
it's
this
like
guy this
it's
guy knows what he's saying.
he sounds like he sounds like he's been in his interviews. He sounds like he's been in the league for
Like
years.
like I feel what's gonna happen is when Taves is gone, when the
He
core guys
retires.
are gone. Yeah, when they retire, when they're gone, we're probably not gonna have a captain for a while until someone earns it. But I think Doc would get it like a couple years after Taves no
Nah,
long.
I would say they would probably like after Taves retired they would probably give it to Kirby Doc like right after, because he's been showing a lot of signs of captain of being a leader. I mean
But yeah,
when Boquist scored his first goal, the first thing Doc did was grab the puck from the
grab the
net.
puck.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think he also did the same thing for I think he also did the same thing for I think it was Sakura.
Hmm.
I think it was also him or for no or for Gilbert. I think it was for Gilbert when Gilbert scored his first goal. I think that was also Doc that grabbed the puck and
So who who do you think the new core is gonna be once Crawford's gone, Taves,
okay. So the new core.
the new core? Who's your new core? Your well, let's. Who's your new five guys? Your three forwards, your two defensemen, and your goalie. Who's
That those are
well
six.
goalie? Oh no, yeah, that's six.
But it's a goalie.
Yeah, well goalie doesn't really count as a skater really. So
Yeah. So but anyway, the goalie though. What I would love to see is them bringing back Leonard for next year, and giving like say like so let's say they buy out Seabrook's contract. I'd like to see them do that because right now that's in the talks. I
right.
would like to see them try to bring back Leonard and give him a an offer that he likes and give him like I guess like
And the
4
start
years.
time
Yeah, 4 years.
and a
So
starter position basically.
which that means getting rid. That means not re-signing Crawford. So
No, but no, but that's what I mean. You know, Crawford. You know, the core players are gone. They retired. They're no longer with the Hawks.
okay, so that's what I would like to see. So based on the players that are on the roster that are in the Blackhawks organization now,
Yeah,
I think it will be
and well,
Golden.
we have right now we have Crawford and Suba. If you don't want to include the goalies, you know, the goalies you don't have to, because of course, once Crawford is gone, is like we're gonna have like a backup basically, unless
and
we get
and
someone.
and we don't know the future with Subban and the Hawks because Subban after this year is a free agent again.
That's true.
So so on based on the players we have right now in the organization or the young players that we have in the organization, I'd say I think Lankinen is gonna be the
Oh, the new
starter.
goalie.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be.
Yeah.
He,
Oh, that's
I
true.
would like to see him be starting goaltender. If not him, then Delia.
Yeah, Delia too. I was thinking of him.
But I
You know,
gotta
bringing them both up to the Hawks.
but I gotta
But
but I gotta say Lankinen wins the job over Delia. Then have Mitchell have Mitchell and have Mitchell and Boquist together, and then have Doc. I would say have Doc Storm the Bricket. That's what I say. Doc Storm the Bricket.
same here. Yeah, same here. You know, DeBrincat he can score goals when you need him to, and you know, right now he's been kind of
Yeah, it's been a down year for him, but
yeah, but you know when he scores it gets him going. You know, and his scores mean a lot too. Like when he makes a goal, it means a lot for the team.
and not only that, he's pretty feisty himself too. He's not afraid
Yeah.
to push back. He's not afraid to fight. We've seen that
Yeah.
last year. He like he may be he may be small, but he has a heart. He has a heart of a
Yeah.
lion. So yeah,
I kind of wish they never gave away Hayden, but you know,
yeah, because I
it
think
happens.
Hayden would have been a great asset right now. But I mean, that's why we have Drake Kajula too, because
Yeah.
Kajula is exactly the same player Hayden is. Only, I guess more of, no Hayden. They're exactly the same.
The only difference
Is that Hayden is
it-
younger.
And wasn't Hayden like Chicago born?
Yeah, Hayden is Chicago native. Wait, isn't Kajula one too? Isn't he? I gotta look it up. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Drake Kajula is also. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Now that you mention it, I think he might be.
Let's see. No, he's not. He's from
Yeah,
Canada.
so
But yeah, but
no,
Hayden.
like imagine like you've been growing up watching a team, and then you play for the team you've always been looking up to, and it's like you want to show heart for that team. It's like
Dylan
you know,
Larkin
this-
is a perfect example because I think Dylan Larkin is from Michigan himself, and he grew up watching the Red Wings, and look at him. He's most likely going to be captain of the team next year. Hopefully he's captain of the team next year because I think the kid deserves it. I think he deserves to be captain of the Red Wings. He's been showing great leadership for the Red Wings too. So
I mean, yeah, I mean, yes, this is where we'll end it. Couldn't speak. But
Yeah.
yeah, so there it is, you know. Just to recap, this is simulation of NHL 20 of if the playoffs would have started
with the
Right
with the
now,
with the current
with
standings.
with the current standings, you know, we both said Boston would take
St. Louis.
it.
No,
would
no,
take
you said
it.
St. Louis. I said Edmonton. But yeah, we both
No,
said.
I said Bruins would take it.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I mean, who the Bruins would play against in the finals.
Oh,
That's,
yeah, it'd be Bruins and Blues in the finals, and Bruins would take it.
and then I said Bruins Edmonton with Bruins taking it.
And then NHL said the Penguins would take it against
Edmonton.
Edmonton, and just a little talk about our team, the Chicago Blackhawks,
Yeah.
and but yeah, and that's that's basically it. We miss hockey a lot, so much. Well,
Yeah.
we miss hockey so much that we had to do something hockey related,
Yeah.
and but yeah, so this was our long take on this.
Kind of like
Hopefully
podcast
this,
style.
yeah, hopefully this ends soon. Where hockey sports gets back.
Like even if they play in empty arenas, I don't care. I want hockey back. But I guess, but of course, first and foremost is the safety of the players and everyone in the sports world, and everyone in the world basically. It's better to
Yeah,
it's better to have everything paused right now and not risk any lives than being dumb and growing this virus even more
yeah.
than what it already is. So yeah,
So yeah, so this was a different video than what we really do, which is really more of gaming. Even though this was kind of gaming because we had to simulate through
yeah,
a game, but it's not like other videos that we've been putting up, like Modern Warfare, mainly Modern Warfare. But
yeah.
it's something different, something new. Just like we said in the beginning, this channel is like we want to try different stuff, not just
Exactly.
basically Call of Duty.
I mean, that's what our very first video was, us eating fucking Mexican sandwiches, tortas.
Yeah,
So
and like, I mean, we've been putting out more Call of Duty, that's what we play, that's what we do, and we're putting out more of the fun moments,
yeah,
and funny moments.
basically this channel is to let our creativity out, and I think right now we're
Yeah,
like our
not individually, more as a group.
yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. So that's why there's not really videos of us playing individually. Of course, there is some of you playing individually, but that's I mean, we all put anything on there anyway.
Yeah,
It's to show our creative side, especially like the three of us as a group, like including Straight Liquid. But yeah,
yeah. So this was Savage Accounts with Savage Nightmare Corrupt Accounts. This was if the playoffs started, and there you go.
I think
The,
we should do more NHL 19 NHL 20 videos.
we could, yeah, we should too.
But
We have the furries.
oh yeah, we do have the furries, which we have to restart. We have to pick that up again.
Yeah, but you know, so here it is, NHL 20. The Pittsburgh Penguins are your NHL 20 champions
Mhm.
in Game 7, and yeah, that's about it. Let us know if you liked it. Let us know if you want us to do other sports too, because it's not we're not just. I mean, we are just hockey fans, but we're into some football, American football, soccer, um, you know, international MLS, the NFL,
Mhm. Hey,
just stuff like just sports like that, like stuff we enjoy. I mean, the season would have just started for MLS.
I mean, even if basketball, like we could also do this for basketball. We could have we can also do one of these for basketball. We're not that educated on basketball, but it would be fun to simulate, to go to do the same exact thing, like put the teams that are in the playoff spot right now and have them go at it in through a simulation, with us not knowing much about basketball. But it'll still be
Right.
fun to see what 2K would think would what 2K would or who 2K thinks would win the NBA Finals.
Yeah, so there you guys have it. It's a really long video, but I
Yeah,
hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next video.
yeah,
If it's sports related, video game
gaming,
related, you
yeah,
know,
or
we'll
even
catch you in
or
the
even
next one.
or even food tasting. So yeah,
Or yeah, that too.
so yeah, so stay home, stay safe, and yeah, hope you enjoyed.
See ya.